Hi everyone. I thought I'd share with you my selection for my unit studies. We're doing a unit study on, we're doing a Black History unit study basically, and a subunit of the transatlantic slave trade all the way through the civil rights movement. So basically, we'll be creating a timeline and doing lots of different activities. And so here are a few books that I've selected that would go along with that unit study. Black Pioneers of Science and Invention. And basically it talks about, it highlights a lot of different inventors and their inventions. Has some pictures and even some pictures of some of their inventions. Okay, so that's one. Narrative of the Life of Henry Box Brown. This, I've already read this one, and dog-eared or basically penned a few pages that I think are relevant. I've already taken a few notes that I'd like to share with the kids. So we're going to be studying Henry Box Brown. Here is another story that I thought that they would really enjoy. Henry's Freedom Box. And inside, basically, the story tells about, well, how Henry came to ship himself to freedom in a box. Okay, it talks about his family and how he was given to, when his master got sick, he was given to his master's son, I think it was, son or brother. And so he became that person's slave, and he got married, and so forth. So this is a very good book. Moses, When Harriet Tubman Led Her People to Freedom. Love this story. Absolutely love this story. Really highlights in a language that the kids can understand and connect with. How Sweet the Sound. This is actually a song book, African American songs for children, and basically it has a lot of the old Negro spirituals that take this hammer. Now I can't sing, but it did come with a CD that I have no idea where it is. I got this book a while ago when I was teaching in New York. But Follow the Drinking Gourd, Go Down Moses, Over My Hand, Kumbaya, My Lord. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this book. Follow the Drinking Gourd, and this book, when we start to talk about escape to freedom from slavery and how some of the ways that slaves were able to escape, this is going to be instrumental, as well as Henry Box Brown, his book. The Old Hermit and the Boy Who Couldn't Stop Laughing. I got this book at a African bookstore in New York City, and so it was signed by the author in the year 2000. And so I've had this book ever since then. It is an African fable, and so I thought I'd share that with the kids. Here's another story. We All Went on Safari. Basically, it's a counting book, a counting journey through Tanzania. Because for geography, of course, we're studying Africa. So that's how we're tying in geography with our African history, Black History unit study. A is for Africa. This is a wonderful alphabet book for my pre-K and kindergarten students, as well as the older kids who would really enjoy looking at the pictures. What I did was I photocopied each of the pages in color and made it into an alphabet flip book for my preschool kids. So every day we will highlight a specific letter and basically talk about the picture and so forth. So that's how we're going to be able to extend that book. Ibile's Favorite, A Book of African Games. This is very, very fun. This is a fun book. It talks about a few of the games that my son loves to play. One is Mancala. So he was just all excited that to learn that Mancala was an African game, or a game that was created in Africa, where they use stones or rocks that they found, pebbles and different things like that. Some of the early pictures of Mancala, so he loves that, and so I think this would be great for the kids to read that. The Hunter Was King, The Hunter Who Was King, and Other African Tales. Okay, so these are, this is a pop-up book. Isn't that cute? Love, love, love this book. This book is actually very old. I got this book years ago in New York, and someone kind of spilled a red marker, kind of bled all over the book, so to speak, and ruined the pages. And of course, this is a book that is very difficult to find. From what I understand, it's out of print, so if anyone can find this book, please let me know. I will definitely love to purchase that again. African Culture, I got this book at my library sale, so we're going to be using this when we study Africa for our geography unit. So African Culture, and basically it just kind of talks about the lives and different religion, beliefs of the people of Africa. Basically today, or in the 20th century, changing Africa, how Africa has changed. And so this is going to be a good book to have as well. Seven Spools of Thread, a Kwanzaa story. Now, even though Kwanzaa is not necessarily a African holiday, it is celebrated by African Americans, and so Dr. Karinga, who was the founder of Kwanzaa, he actually decided to use the African colors because they are representative of the heritage and the history that he's trying to preserve with Kwanzaa. And so that's going to be a good book for us. What Color Is My World by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And basically this book is about inventors and different famous African Americans. And so when we do our biographies and writing and autobiographies, we're going to be able to, biography, we're going to be able to use that book to do that. I picked this book up at Brooklyn Children's Museum long time ago. I think I wrote the year in there. Yep, 2007. Black History Activity and Enrichment Handbook. So, okay, inside. So there's lots of different activities that the kids can do, and so that'll be very useful. Frederick Douglass, Portrait of a Freedom Fighter. The Story of Ruby Bridges. Kwanzaa, another book on Kwanzaa. Ella Fitzgerald, Sweet Clara and the Freedom Quilt, very, very good book. 7 Candles for Kwanzaa. The School Is Not White, a true story of the Civil Rights Movement. Love that story. My Brother, Martin. And this is a story about Dr. King, and his sister is basically telling this story. It's about their lives as siblings and how Martin was when he was when he was a little boy. Faith Ringgold's If a Bus Could Talk, the story of Rosa Parks. And John Henry, the story of John Henry. Okay, so these are the books that we are going to be using for